Welcome to UbikLoadPack channel. This video will be the second part of using GWT plugin from UbikLoadPack. This plugin allows you to easily performance test the GWT RPC based application. It provides ability to transform the kind of unreadable GWT RPC format to something more readable like XML to allow extraction, assertion, etc. Let's start. If you have watched the previous video, the first part called this, then you have a working GMeter configuration. So let's start from here. I start my GMeter. The first thing I will do is check my installation. And here I have some warning saying that there is some missing library in the user class bus. If you have watched the previous series, we have put the jars in this folder. This one, let's list its content. So it contains this which has been collected thanks to this menu, collect jars from application. So I will just add the missing GWT user jar. I'm using GWT 2.7.0, so I will add it. Let's see here. Okay, it has been added. Now let's restart. We check again. Okay, now everything's okay. I can start recording. To record, we'll use a regular GMeter method, which consists of using the recording template. So I will be recording the Dyna table example. It's a sample provided by GWT RPC framework. So I will use this. I will save the recording into this file, and I'm recording HTTP, non-HTTPS scheme, but you can also record HTTPS, of course. So that's why I changed this. I can start the recorder. It takes some time because the first time it's generating a root CA certificate, which is used to intercept HTTPS traffic. I will just show you how to configure this. I wouldn't need this here because I'm recording HTTP, but in case you need to do it, you'll know how to. So you go to Firefox Preferences, and we'll import from GMeter bin folder this file, which is a certificate, and we will trust the CA to identify website. We check this checkbox. Okay. The second step is to configure the Firefox proxy here. Settings, we'll check manual. We'll use the same port as configured here. Localhost because our GMeter is running locally. Don't forget to check this, particularly if you're recording HTTPS. And here we will remove anything located here because we don't want to fail recording some site. Okay, now we're ready to record. I will clean up my cache, my browser cache. Okay. And now I will name my first transaction. So I will call it homepage, HP. Let's hit refresh button. As you can see, it works. Let's see what has been recorded. So since I have made one click, I have one transaction controller with the two URLs that have been called. The first one is really the HTML content, and the second one is a GWT RPC request. And as you can see here, it's XML format because the plugin has already transformed it from GWT RPC request to XML. I can check what has been recorded in the view result tree under test script recorder. So I can see the request and the response. The response is in GWT RPC. The plugin provides a renderer which allows you to transform it to XML like this. As you can see here, I can see it as XML. It's much more readable, and I can do some extraction from it. So here, for example, let's say I want to extract the birth date. So it's XML, so I can use XPath like this. I can test the result to see if my XPath is correct. Okay. And now I will use to do this extraction. So it's on HP6. I will go to this request. I will add my UbikLoadPack GWT post processor. This will transform the GWT RPC response to XML and store it in variable result. Then I can use regular GMeter post processor called XPath2 extractor, and here it has stored the XML result into result. So I will use result as variable. This is very important, and I will put my query. I will save it as birth date. In case I have no value, I will put this. And now to check if extraction is working, I will add a sampler, a debug sampler here. This will show me all the variable extracted thanks to this. Okay, now let's record, for example, next page click. So I will name the transaction next page, and I will click on next page. I'm done. So next page has been recorded here. And just for fun, usually when you do correlation, you will extract some data and inject it in the next request. So we will do this with this variable. Let's say we want to use the result of birth date in a date. For example, let's take this and replace it with the variable birth date. So this is a regular GMeter syntax. I will do it here. So we can stop the recording. Now let's do the replay. So let's see if it works. I hit play. I will save my test before. Okay, I run and I see here that it seems requests are, so this is regular, it's HTML, no complexity here. But let's see the GW2 RPC one. I can see that I have a successful request, and this is checked by this assertion that has been added during the recording. And this component is doing the transformation from XML to GWT RPC, since as you can see here, we're sending GWT RPC. By the way, you can have an XML view of this same GWT RPC request by clicking this tab here, switching back here like this. And same for the response. I can view it as XML or regular GWT RPC. And let's check if birth date has been extracted. So I search in debug sampler here. I search for birth date. Great, you see it works. And let's see if it has been injected here in this request as I wanted to do it. So as you can see here, the format is not readable. Hopefully I can do this and search for my date, and yes, it's here. So I have been able to extract from HP6 and inject in next page 7. That's what you need when you do realistic test plans. And the plugin also does assertion checking to check the GWT RPC format is okay, the response is okay. There are more advanced features that you can use, for example, to transform GWT RPC response into a Java object, which you can then manipulate with GSR post processor, but this is more advanced behavior that I will demo in a future video. So that's it. As you can see, it's rather very simple and straightforward to test GWT RPC with GMeter and UbikLoadPack plugin. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to watch more video, you can follow our channel, our YouTube channel. This is its URL. You can find it, of course, on our website. You can also follow us on Twitter. This is our Twitter. You can find all the information about the YouTube channel on our website here, UbikLoadPack.com. See what our customers say about our plugin. We're also on Stack Overflow and YouTube and Twitter. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon. Bye.